What's up, bitches? Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do the first time tag. Now, if you don't know what the first time tag is, it's literally just a bunch of questions of like things that you did for the first time. Which I'm pretty sure you understand because this is such an old fucking tag. I'm just running out of content. So yeah, let's just fucking jump right in. First tweet. It was this one. New to Twitter. Follow me maybe. Hashtag maybe with this weird face that I made because emojis weren't a thing yet. Wow, 2012. Holy shit, it's been a while. First YouTube video. My first YouTube video was actually promoting my book, The Style Triplets. It was the trailer, which is really cool because it's my most viewed video. First Facebook profile picture. Let me see. Oh, cool. It's this one of me and my friend Isabel, 2011. Wow, I look really good. Wow, my skin looks really good. What the fuck happened? I have a bun? Is that a bun? Was I doing a bun? Do you still talk to your first love? Fuck no.
All around me are familiar faces.
I don't really talk to any of my ex-boyfriends besides one. Shout out to Luis. That's the only one I like honestly really talk to. The other ones can go kiss my ass. What was your first alcoholic drink? Well, I think it was beer. I'm pretty sure it was beer. I mean, it was probably beer. My first and only alcoholic drink, am I right? What was your first job? Well, my first and only job was at Dairy Queen.
What? I'm gay.
But yeah, I worked at Dairy Queen. It was pretty fun. But then I quit because fuck working. What was your first car? My first car was actually a really gross green Stratus. Let me see if I can pull one up. No. Oh yeah, it was a green Dodge Stratus. That was my first car. First person to text you today. I actually haven't texted anyone today. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? I don't know. Yeah, I'm a selfish bitch. Who was your first teacher? Her name was, I believe her name was Amy. She was my pre-K teacher, my Head Start teacher. I think her name was Amy. I don't even remember. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I actually haven't been on an airplane. I don't know when I will, like, get on an airplane, but I haven't been on one. I don't travel much. I actually really like road trips. I like driving. I don't know what it is, but I like driving. I like road trips. It's just fun. Who was your first best friend and do you still talk? Well, my first best friend would actually have to be, her name is Ruby. I met her in kindergarten. She was my first best friend and we do still kind of talk here and there. Like, we didn't lose total like connection from each other. We do still talk once in a while, and then, you know, if she comes to visit, sometimes we hang out. So yeah, we still do talk. First sleepover. I've actually never really been to a sleepover. My parents never really allowed me to stay the night at anyone's house. I'm gonna be honest here, their reasoning to me not being allowed to stay like at my friend's house is because they said I would be a burden to my friend's parents. So yeah, thanks mom and dad. You ruined my childhood. Anyway, what was the first thing
Today, Junior?
What's the first thing you do in the morning? Literally, I get up and go pee. But yeah, I literally just get up and go to the restroom. That's the first thing I do in the morning. And then I go back and lay in my bed and then like scroll through social media until I decide when is a good time to wake up. What was the first concert you ever went to? The first concert I ever went to is actually a Justin Bieber concert. I went to his Believe tour in Kansas City. I joined my sister. I didn't really want to go because I didn't like Justin Bieber. I was more into One Direction, of course. I didn't have anyone else to go, so I went with her, and I ended up really liking it, especially since Cody Simpson was the opening act, and I honestly, when I went to that concert, had no idea that Cody Simpson was going to be the opening act. But when they said that Cody Simpson was going to be the opening act, I literally freaked out, and that concert just became like 10 times better. And Justin was really good too, so it was a win-win situation. First broken bone. I actually broke my arm when I was 6. I have some battle scars here and somewhere over here where I got like these like nails like drilled into me, or not nails, I don't fucking know, it was in like screws and shit. How I broke that, I was actually riding my tricycle. I was 6, by the way. I was 6 years old. I was riding my tricycle. My tricycle malfunctioned, and I fell onto the pavement of my neighbor's house, and then my neighbor, for some fucking reason, decided that it was a good idea to ride her bike over my fucking arm. She literally ran over it, right over my arm. Like, she knew I was laying there. She knew I was laying there, first of all, because I was there for quite a while, laying down with my arm out. And she just thought it was a great idea to just ride her bike right across my arm. Note, I reunited with her in 7th grade, I believe, 7th or 8th. I reunited with her in 8th grade, and she remembered me, and she was like, hey, I was the girl that broke your arm. I was like, how the hell are you gonna like come back into my life, reintroduce yourself that way? Like, that just made me mad. I wanted to fight her, but I'm over it. First piercing. I feel like everyone's first piercing was their ears. Like, especially us little Mexicans, that's like the first thing you pierce. Like right when you like turn like 2 years old, or like 1, I think it's like 2 years old, your ears are like the first, like it's a priority to get your ears pierced, especially when you're a little Mexican. When you're a little Mexican girl like me, your first priority is to get your ears pierced. First foreign country you've gone to? Mexico? It's the only foreign country I've gone to is Mexico, so I mean, does it count? I don't go out very much. First movie you remember seeing? It might have been the Rugrats movie. I used to watch that religiously. The Rugrats in Paris movie, that was my shit. If I remember some of the first movies that I've ever watched, it probably was that one, because I watched it constantly. When was your first detention? I was a pretty good kid up until like high school, but my first detention was probably in middle school. I don't remember why I got detention, but I just knew that I had to stay after school in the library, and I just remember making paper airplanes with these other 2 like super chola girls that I was friends with. I felt like a pretty fucking badass kid because I had detention. It was my first time. Like, all my friends were like, oh my god, Citlally got detention? And I was like, yeah, bro, it's all good. It's all good. I survived. Went in, did my time, came back a whole new person. It's crazy. Don't mess with me.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
Who was your first roommate? Well, considering the fact that I'm not going to college or will ever going back to school, I haven't had a roommate, but I did room with my sister for a couple of years. What is the first thing you do when you get home? Well, considering that I really never leave my house, I would say I don't know if I have an answer to that. What's your first kiss? Okay, my first kiss dates back to like probably when I was in like 5th grade. We had this little skating rink, like fun center kind of like building that we had here. We don't have it anymore, but when I was like 12, that I used to go to that shit like all the time. My parents let me stay out till like midnight, almost 1 in the morning. I was 12 years old and they let me like stay out till like midnight, go into this fun center place. And I was there every single Saturday. They let me out when I was 12 years old, but like as I got older, they like started like pushing my curfew. First kiss was at that fun center when I was 12 years old with my boyfriend that I had at the time, who was in fact my first love. Whatever. Kind of awkward, but. And last question. Last but not least, who did you watch first on YouTube? I remember this perfectly, who I watched on YouTube since like the beginning of time. I watched Ryan Higa, like since he made his like how to be a ninja videos, how to be a gangster videos. I was there from the beginning watching Ryan. And I still watch Ryan, which is insane to see how much he's like grown. Brian Higa was probably the first YouTuber that I watched. Still to this day watch, and yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's all the questions that were on here. I looked it up. I don't even know if these are all the questions. They just had 25, so I'm gonna assume that was all the questions. I don't know. So yeah, if you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit that little bell button to be notified every time I post a video, which is 2 times a week, never 2 times in a row. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Let's have a